Ranjit was sitting in his office. His colleague Arav came in his office and asked what he was doing. Ranjit said he wanted to invest in a mutual fund for saving tax. When he applied, there were two options: growth and dividend. Since he was unable to decide, so he thought of making a decision with a toss of a coin. Arav got confused. How can someone make financial decision like this? So Ranjit asked him what to do. Arav told him to regularly watch Money9 for a sound financial advice. Ranjit opened Money9 and saw an expert explaining something.
There are many ways of classification of mutual funds. They are divided into equity or debt funds. Apart from this, investors also have to choose options like growth and dividend. Many investors remain confused about which option to choose for investment. Many even choose the wrong option. So first of all, let us know what are dividend and growth options in mutual funds.
Under the growth option, the profit earned in a mutual fund scheme is reinvested in the same scheme. This gives investors the benefit of compounding. Such options are more suitable for investors who want to create wealth for the long term. On the other hand, talking about the dividend option, when there is profit in a mutual fund scheme, then dividend is distributed to investors. This option is suitable for investors who want to earn a steady income from their mutual fund investments. Now let us understand the two options. For example, an investor X buys 10,000 units at an NAV of 12 rupees for a dividend plan. His total investment will be 1.2 lakh rupees. Suppose after 1 year, the total value of his investment increases to 1,80,000 rupees, then the NAV will be 18 rupees per unit. The fund announces a dividend of 4 rupees per unit. The investors will receive 40,000 rupees as dividend. But after paying the dividend, the NAV of the scheme will become 14 rupees per unit. So now the final value of the investor's investment will be only 1,40,000 rupees. On the other hand, if the same investor X had invested in the growth scheme of the same mutual fund, then after 1 year, the total investment value would have increased to 1.8 lakh rupees. But here no dividend is to be given, so the NAV of the mutual fund will still be 18 rupees. There will be no change in the final value of the investment as well, and it will remain 1,80,000 rupees.
Now the question is, how can you decide which scheme is better? This will depend on your financial goal. You should also consider your objective and time horizon. Is it short, medium, or long term?
If you're looking to create wealth through reinvestment, then a growth fund would be a better option. In dividend funds, as the NAV decreases, it reduces your potential for wealth development in the long term. Although this can fulfill your short-term goal, from the point of view of tax, there is a huge difference between dividend and growth option. Investors in the dividend option of equity or debt mutual funds are taxed as per their income tax slab. On the other hand, in the growth option, short-term or long-term capital gains tax is applicable depending on the time of redemption. Now the question is, if an investor like Ranjit has invested in dividend plan, should he change to growth plan? The problem is, as per Amphi definition, switching from one option to another option in the same scheme of a mutual fund will be treated as sale, that is, redemption of units. In this case, if an investor switches from dividend plan to growth or from growth plan to dividend, then he will have to pay exit load and capital gains tax. So now it is up to investors like Ranjit to decide whether to redeem their units or stick to the dividend option considering all these expenses.
Overall, we can say that if you're looking for a regular income, then you should go for a dividend option. This will give you liquidity option as you will get a fixed percentage on your investment at a regular interval. You should choose the growth option only when you do not need money every month and you're looking to create a wealth over a long period.